Mark Rogers TV's college football predictions, week 6. And yes, we did take a beating last week at 7-12 against the spread. We were 16-4 straight up, 7-12 against the spread. If you've seen our previous editions, 2015 and before that, we usually finish somewhere between 56 and 59% against the spread and usually get off to a rough start. So better times ahead at 44 and 48 against the spread. Our confidence picks have been great. Until last week, we were 0-3 in our confidence picks against the spread. We are 9-5 in our confidence picks against the spread. Here we go. Friday night, Clemson going to Boston College, coming off the big win against Louisville. Clemson does struggle against a good Boston College defense early. They cover 16.5 eventually. Clemson minus the 16.5. OU Texas, we know what happened last year with the Red River rivalry and the Longhorns pulling off the upset. They do no such thing against Oklahoma. Oklahoma actually covers the 10.5 points against Texas. Houston Navy, take Houston, cover 17 points against Navy. Ohio State and Indiana, the Buckeyes have not only won their first 4 games decisively, they've covered the spread each and every time. 4 consecutive covering the spread. The spread was 38.5 last week. They beat Rutgers by 58. Not this time. Indiana playing some good football, and the Hoosiers just lost the 1 game because of 6 turnovers against Wake. Take Indiana plus 29.5 against Ohio State. The Buckeyes win the game. First confidence pick here, North Carolina. I know they're coming off a big win at Tallahassee. They could be in position for a letdown here, but they're at home in Chapel Hill against the Virginia Tech team that's playing well as of late. But I like North Carolina to cover just the 1.5 points at home. 1.5 at home against Virginia Tech. Take North Carolina. All right, Colorado USC. Colorado's ranked. They're 4-1. They only lost in the Big House by 17 points after a close game. USC's 2-3, but they are a substantial favorite in this game by 5 points. I like Colorado to go to the Coliseum and win. Buffs win, of course, take the 5 points as well. Maybe the best game of the week. Certainly the best matchup on papers. 8 versus 9, Tennessee, Texas A&M. Aggies win at home. Tennessee covers the 7 points. They're getting 7, a full touchdown. Texas A&M wins. Take the balls plus the 7. Bama, Arkansas, as we stay in the SEC. And Arkansas has played Bama close under Brett Bielema. They do it again. They're at home. Take the 14 points. And take Arkansas. Alabama does win the game. Michigan, Rutgers. Got to take the 30.5 points here, even though Michigan's looked really good. They blew out a Penn State team. They looked really good last week as well. And on the other side, Rutgers, of course, loses by 58 to Ohio State. And they're missing their best playmaking threat on offense, Janarian Grant. But 30.5, got to take it. Rutgers is at home. Washington, Oregon. I know the Huskies looked so impressive last week. They were at home. They're going on the road to Oregon. I know that Oregon's not the Ducks of the last 5 to 10 years. Take Oregon plus the 9.5 points. Huskies do win it. They're a complete football team. Florida State, Miami. I like the Seminoles on the road to win and, of course, take the 3 points as well. Utah, Arizona, take the Wildcats plus the 10 points. Utah is not blowing teams out. Utah will win the game. Wildcats plus the 10. Stanford, Washington State. I went back and forth on this one. I think the Cardinal is hurting, even though they're at home. That's not a huge home field advantage. Washington State on a bit of a run here. Take the 7.5. Stanford does win. Take Washington State plus the 7.5. This is a non-top 25 game, and this is my finale of the night because it's a confidence pick. I like Notre Dame, plus 2.5 at NC State. Wolfpack beat Wake last week. They lost to East Carolina. No, they actually disposed of East Carolina, but no, NC State lost to East Carolina a few weeks ago, 33-30. I like Notre Dame, superior talent, winning this game. I don't think the home field is huge in this one. Notre Dame, confidence pick, plus the 2.5 against NC State. Those are my picks. Would need to hear from you now on Mark Rogers TV.